Hello, this is Wmpyr here to talk about the diamond defense real quick. So first of all, the diamond defense, you use a defense bag. So as you can see right here, I am holding a bag, and the technique that you're using is called the force-to-force block. It comes from traditional Filipino martial arts. Should I say more specifically, modern Arnis is where I learned it. And okay, the way to practice this skill is partner training is one way to do it. And so it would be called the force to force block partner training drill. The other way to train it if you're by yourself is I recommend a wheelbarrow tire that you swing it using a chain or a rope, tie it on a branch of a tree, and have that, swing back and forth at you, and you practice this. Another way to practice it is with in boxing, what they call a reflex bag. So you could use that also in the similar type manner where the bag will come back at you. So anyway, let me talk about Diamond Defense version 1. So when I first learned the technique, it was just one of many other Filipino martial arts techniques. It was nothing special. It wasn't considered anything special. For me, later on, I discovered that it was very special. And when I did, that's when I created the partner drill for it. And that's when I was like really, really focusing on the force-to-force block. So when I first learned the force-to-force block, it was taught to me where you grab the stick with both hands, like you're seeing in version 1. So the red line represents a stick. So that's how you would hold the stick. And you would, meet force-to-force block. And that's how it was taught to me. But then after a long while, it took some time for me to realize that, like, for example, when we're doing the Heaven 6 partner drill, so I'm doing the Heaven 6, my training partner is also doing the Heaven 6, and our sticks are meeting, that's the force-to-force block. Yes, we're attacking, but we're also defending at the same time. That is force to force. And then so when I looked at other Filipino martial arts drills and techniques, a lot of it is force to force. We're already programmed to do it. So then I was like, okay, let me switch the grips. That's where version 2 comes in, where you're actually holding it. Once again, look at the two red lines. So this is double stick. Of course, it could be done with single stick, but I wanted to do double stick because it would be closer to the way you're holding the bag, the defense bag right there. The way that I kind of explain it is, it's like in professional wrestling when a pro wrestler picks up a folding chair and uses it to hit his opponents. Okay, imagine it as a very small chair. The defense bag is a small chair, and you're holding it in a similar grip. And that grip is the same as if you're holding double sticks. Okay, so like I said, it can be done with single stick, but I wanted to, because if I made it too similar, it would start to get confusing. So I did the double stick method, all right? When I was doing version 1, Diamond Defense, or force-to-force block version 1, right, the original version, when I was doing it that way, I realized that as I got better, I didn't need to grab the stick with two hands. When you grab the stick with two hands, it's a lot more secure, but there are problems, like it takes time to grab the stick. You're losing a little bit of time for your other hand to grab a hold of it. And also, when you grab the stick with two hands, now you have two vulnerable areas because they could attack both hands now rather than just one. So, it has its pros and cons. So when I switched to version 2, my biggest question was, can you all learn it? Is it too difficult? Or, is it doable? And I tested out on one of my students who didn't have the force-to-force block version 1 down yet. And I just immediately started teaching this person the force-to-force block version 2. And they're a beginner. in Filipino martial arts. So I was teaching them that, and they picked it up. So then that's when I realized, oh, we can start with version 2 first. So my main thing is now I just teach version 2 and I try to skip version 1. Okay. But if people are having trouble, I could always go back to version 1 and see if that works better. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for learning. Thank you for listening, and take care, folks.